There's a moment when memory betrays you, and you realize it was never memory at all. I never really believed in déjà vu as anything more than a brain glitch, just your neurons misfiring, giving you a false sense of familiarity. But something happened to me last year that didn't just challenge that assumption. It scared the hell out of me. It started in the most unremarkable place, a chain cafe near my office in Sacramento. I'd been there dozens of times before. Same creaky chairs, same burnt espresso, same barista who never looked up from her phone. But one Tuesday afternoon, I walked in, and before I even reached the counter, I felt it. This weird, sinking sensation in my gut, like I was stepping into a memory that wasn't mine. The lighting looked dimmer than usual. The air smelled different, like old wood and lavender, something the cafe never used. I froze near the pastry case, staring at a man sitting in the corner by the window. I'd never seen him before, but I knew him. I knew the exact book he was about to pull from his bag. I knew his phone would buzz in 15 seconds, and that he would look at it, frown, and leave without finishing his drink. And all of that happened exactly as I knew it would. I tried to brush it off. Weird coincidence? Maybe I'd seen the guy around before without realizing it. But over the next few days, it kept happening. Not vague feelings, events. Full, detailed moments I recognized before they unfolded. Conversations, movements, smells. Once I predicted a tire blowout on the freeway seconds before it happened, and I was in the passenger seat. I shouted for my friend to slow down just before the tire exploded. He swerved, managed to regain control, and then stared at me like I'd just conjured fire out of thin air. I started documenting them, writing down predictions before they happened, just to prove I wasn't losing it. Man in blue hoodie will drop his keys by the elevator. He did. The copy machine will jam on Susan's third print job. It did. Our boss will walk in late wearing mismatched shoes. He did. Brown and black. I wasn't guessing. I was remembering, but remembering forward. It wasn't just waking life either. My dreams started changing. They weren't random anymore. They were scenes, perfectly detailed moments, and not just about coffee shops or spilled drinks. They got darker. I saw things I didn't understand. Myself in places I'd never been. A hallway, dimly lit, wallpaper peeling, ceiling light flickering, and at the end of the hallway, a door. It didn't look scary, just wrong. The way something does when it's been reconstructed from memory, but not quite right. Like a wax figure of a loved one. The proportions slightly off, the color not quite natural. The doorknob was higher than it should be. The grain of the wood moved against gravity. The door didn't belong in a hallway. It belonged in a dream. In one dream, I walked up to it and opened it. On the other side, I saw myself, but older, paler, like he hadn't seen sunlight in months. He stared at me with hollow eyes and whispered something that sent chills through my spine. Don't remember too much. I jolted awake, drenched in sweat, heart racing like I'd just run a marathon. My apartment felt wrong too quiet, too still. I got up and walked around trying to shake it off, but something had changed. The air felt heavier, like I'd pulled something out of that dream and brought it with me. 3 days later, walking home from work, I took a shortcut I'd never used before. Just on a whim. Or maybe not. Maybe something in me wanted to find it. And I did. The hallway. It was real. The same faded yellow walls, the warped floorboards, the flickering ceiling light, and at the end, that door, that same door. It stood there like it had been waiting for me, like it knew I was coming. I stood there frozen, heart pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I don't know how long I stayed there. It felt like hours, maybe only seconds. But I couldn't move forward. My feet wouldn't allow it. My body remembered the dream, and it remembered the warning. I turned and walked away, fast, didn't look back. That night, I dreamed again. But this time, the door opened by itself, slowly. And I wasn't the one standing in front of it. He was. The older me. Except now his face looked more aware, like he was remembering something too, remembering me. I didn't hear him speak this time, but I didn't need to. I knew what he was trying to say. Keep forgetting. Ever since that day, things haven't felt the same. I haven't gone back down that street, but sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just before I fall asleep, I feel it, that pull, like something unfinished is waiting for me, like I've left part of myself behind and it's trying to come back. I've stopped telling people about it. I tried once over drinks with a friend, but the second I mentioned déjà vu, he laughed and said, "You mean that Matrix crap?" I smiled and nodded. Let him believe it that way. Safer. But I know what I felt. What I still feel. Déjà vu isn't a glitch. It's not a misfire in the brain. It's a memory trying to resurface. Something buried deep that wasn't supposed to reach the surface. What if every time we feel that flicker of familiarity, it's because we've already lived that moment somewhere else, in another layer of time? What if déjà vu isn't a mistake? What if it's the one time we're actually seeing clearly? 8 months have passed since I stood in front of that door, and I haven't stepped foot near it since. But I think about it every day. Sometimes I'll catch a glimpse of something, a hallway, a flicker of light, a sound, and my stomach knots, like something is coming back. Worse, my dreams have started again. But now they're not previews, they're memories. Things I don't remember doing, but I know I did. A voice on the phone I swear I've never heard, but I could recite their next sentence before they speak. A photo I found in my apartment drawer that I don't remember taking. Me, standing in front of that door, hand on the knob, and smiling. I don't smile like that anymore. I don't sleep like I used to either. There's always that scratching in the back of my skull, that whisper behind the silence, something telling me the door is still there, waiting, and that one day I'll go back. And this time I won't turn around. Because maybe that's the point of all this. Maybe we are meant to remember, to reach that threshold. And maybe the only thing worse than opening that door is never knowing what's behind it.